Hi everyone, Katie here, and today I'm going to be talking about a cooperative learning math activity for first or second grade. For those of you who are unfamiliar with cooperative learning, it is an effective teaching technique that focuses on differentiated group work where students not only work on academic skills but also on developmental skills like social skills, being able to do things independently as well. So let's get started. The math activity that I've chosen today is single digit addition and subtraction. So the first thing you would do is hand out these kits to the groups, and all this is a manila folder that has been folded in half, and the bottom has been cut open to make a little slit, and inside you would put all the information, the activities, and all the tasks. And then on the top you would also put another set of information tasks, which I will be showing you today. And then I have put some Velcro on the tops here so that you can close it and keep everything nice and neat and not everything's falling out. So this is super budget friendly, super organized, super neat, really cute too, fun to decorate. Make sure that all of the information in the kits is identical for each group. So it's not like you're having groups work on different things, a whole class is working on the same problem. The first thing that the students would find in the bag is the instructions right here. And as a teacher, you would want to go over the instructions out loud because this is early elementary, you know, they're still developing their reading skills, so make sure you go over the instructions out loud. So once you've gone over the instructions with the students, each member of the group will be given roles. This is a huge point. This is a huge area of cooperative learning. Cooperative learning usually involves giving students roles. This is where the differentiated instruction comes in. So students are usually assigned roles depending on the diversity in your classroom. It might just be easier to already assign these roles to students. However, in this activity, I allow the students to choose their own role. And the roles are traveler, encourager, materials manager, and the reader. The traveler, this one points out the social skills aspect of the cooperative learning technique, where the traveler is asked to go around the room and ask other travelers from other groups for help in the given amount of time, which is 1 minute. So students will be given approximately 20 minutes to complete this entire activity. However, after the first 10 minutes, the traveler will be asked to go around the room, talk to other travelers to see if they can get some help on some problems that they might be struggling with. And then the encourager will use the list of words right here. They will use this list of words to motivate the group during good times and difficult times that the group might encounter throughout the activity. This is the positive interdependence area of the cooperative learning activity. You want to make sure that students have that cheerleader, have that encouraging aspect throughout the activity to make sure that they are comfortable amongst their peers and that everybody's on the same page, everybody's working towards the same goal, just at different levels without even knowing it. So it's a really interesting way to make sure that students are very interactive and definitely getting along. And this also really enhances the sense of community within the classroom as well. And then third, I have the materials manager, and the materials manager will ensure that all of the materials are placed back into the envelope neatly when the task is complete. So this is the very neat students, the students that you know are going to stay on task and make sure that all of your materials are getting back into the envelope for the next group of students that you're going to be working with. And then finally, you have the reader. The reader will probably have to be the higher level functioning student. They will read the instructions to the group after the teacher has read them out loud. So they will basically clarify and explain directions to the group if anyone seems to be lost and not really understand what they are supposed to do. So I did make sure to provide the instructions inside the kit as well. And then we go on to the activity. The first thing that I will be showing you is the little Ziploc bag. You can't really see it that well, but they are little cutouts of all the answers to the problems, and what students are supposed to do is go through this little baggie and find all of the answers and glue those little cutouts to the group work activity page right here. And the correct format should look like this in the end. And then once the activity is complete, through class discussion, they will go over all of the problems together, like maybe write it out on the board for them so that they're understanding it and that they are getting some information. They're not just like, oh, well, I got it wrong. You want to make sure to really explain it to them. Ask them for their thinking process, what math strategies they use, and ask them, where did you struggle? Which ones seem to be the hardest? That way you can also identify some common errors or some common misconceptions or misunderstandings, and that will help you adjust further instruction. Which brings me to the final task of this activity, the individual accountability aspect of cooperative learning. Right here is the individual work portion of the tasks. So basically what this is an exact replica of what they just did as a group, and this is also known as the strategy I do, we do, you do, where the teacher models this information to the students. So prior to giving this activity, students must be aware of how to add and subtract single-digit numbers. So that would be the I do portion. The we do portion would be the group activity, and then the individual portion of it where students do the you do part, where they do it by themselves. And this would serve as the exit slip, where you will be collecting these from the students and measuring their learning. You use this not just as an assessment or as a way to just give them a grade, but more as a way to identify where students might be struggling. And this information, this data, should help you adjust further instruction, which in my opinion I think all assessments should. A lot of students struggle with assessments due to the fact that it's basically them just being told, this is wrong, you're right, this is wrong, you're right, because it can be discouraging, and we don't want that in the classroom at all. We want to motivate students to want to learn more and think of learning as a fun progress, because it is fun, and learning does involve mistakes, and that's just the way it is. So don't just say wrong, wrong, wrong. No, take this information as a way to learn from your students and adjust further instructions to enhance their learning and their overall school experience. You want to motivate them and praise them for any good that they do. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this, and please give me a thumbs up if you love this video and if you use this in your class. And I really do highly recommend using cooperative learning strategies because they are a lot of fun for students, super different, very unique and interactive, and it's just so beneficial for them. So I really hope you enjoyed, and thanks again.